Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm Persia Chanté, and in today's video we're gonna be doing a soft glam. I noticed that I haven't did this type of video on my channel, so I just feel like this is the best video idea to do. I just been really seeing the videos of girlies doing their soft glam and their makeup, and I've really been interested. I decided to go ahead and do my video. I really don't put too much on my face like I used to, but we basically go get into all the details, especially if you're a girly who is on a budget and you don't have that much money to operate with. I got you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first thing that y'all need to do is make sure that your skin is clean. Make sure you wash your face and make sure all the dirt particles is off of your face, because you don't want dirt particles and makeup to be on your face and then it just clog your skin up and just have so much going on your face and you break out and everything else. Also, make sure you guys put y'all sunscreen on just to protect your skin from the sun. Okay, let's really get into the tutorial. The first thing I start off is with this primer by 𝐿. Always make sure that you add your primer on, even though this kind of stuff that a lot of girlies be forgetting to put on is their primer. I be doing that a lot, but I promise you it makes a difference, so make sure you put your primer on. So I just put the primer like in these places in my face, like all of your face. It's basically like a serum. Like you could basically put it on like a serum. You don't have to do too much or nothing. Just make sure you put it all over your face and make sure you're getting in the areas that you are going to be applying your makeup. Okay y'all, so I basically got my headband on and now I'm going to be going in with my foundation. This foundation is from Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I got the shade 335. Sometimes you do have to mix your foundation with another one, especially if you don't know your shade, or you can go to Ulta or Sephora and basically have one of the makeup advisors help you pick out your shade. Just as equally as important as makeup is the brushes. So the brushes that I go in with for my foundation is this angle brush. I heard this is very good for applying foundation, so yeah, I use this one. It is really not much. I always apply my foundation on my hand, basically to like, I don't know, like applying it directly to your face, it kind of give like a different look. Applying it on your hand is always better. I don't know why, I don't know the science behind it, but it always worked for me. So I would say apply your foundation on your hand or all your makeup on your hand before you apply it on your face, because it just gives that smoother look. So the next thing that I go in with is under my eye. With 1 out of 3 of my concealers, I go in with the Deep. It is from LA Colors. I really don't know like really much about this, but I know that it worked really good for me. It does well to say if you want to be on a budget and you want to save. But of course guys, you cannot shop cheap and expect it to be like high end, depending on how cheap you shopping. I feel like it depends on the brand, because there's a lot of cheap brands, like drugstore brands, that is actually very good and actually will have your makeup tea. But sometimes like from the dollar store and stuff like that, you can't really expect too much out of it. So like this brand, like LA Colors, I don't expect a lot out of it, but it kind of holds me down for like the time being. I like to go under my eye with this before I come in with like a lighter concealer, because I don't want it to look kind of ghosty or nothing. So I make sure I go in with this before I add in my lighter concealer. And sometimes I would just go ahead and immediately go in with my lighter concealers and just kind of dab it in the spots that I wanted. I don't want too much of a light eye today, so I don't want to put too much. This is also from Fit Me Maybelline, the shade 20 Sand. And I go in with the Revlon Color Stay in the shade 40 Medium. And I go in this with in my corner, because this is like literally the lightest one of my bunch. And I go in a little bit on my nose, just a little dots y'all, because you don't want to go too crazy with this, especially if it's not your shade. You do not want to look ghosty, okay? And then I just go in with an angle. I don't know what this is, but it's also an angle brush. It's like one of these flat brushes, like an angle flat brush, I guess this is what you call it. But yeah, I go in with this for my concealer and it never does me wrong, okay? I've been using it since I started makeup. I got this whole makeup brush set from Amazon. It will be linked in my bio. I basically go in with this brush under my eye and I basically just blend it on out. I don't want to go too bright. I don't know what this looking like, y'all, because I don't have my glasses on, so it's just like, girl. But I'm kind of going over the steps of what I do, because it makes sense to like kind of talk about it into, because everybody is not a visual learner, so I just want to talk about it as well, so y'all kind of follow along with the steps. But if this does not turn out right, then we just gonna scratch this whole thing, okay? We just gonna act like it look good, okay? But I basically go in with the angle part like this, and I just go in like this. and I try to get up to my waterline as much as I can without poking myself in the eye. Be very careful around your eye because this stuff literally hurt if it get in your eye. Do the same thing on this side. You want to take your time with your makeup. Make sure you set out time way ahead of time so you can take your time with your makeup so it won't look crazy. You can tell when you rush your makeup, so please take your time. Okay, so after I finish up with my concealer, I make sure I go in with a bit of contour. I use the LA Colors again. This shade in this little contour palette, I use this shade. As you see, it's very, very used up. I just use that to kind of go in right here and like a little bit over my head and on my nose. Don't go overboard, y'all. I keep telling y'all that because I'm serious. Don't go overboard with y'all makeup because it will look crazy. Too much of one of the things can make your makeup look crazy. I just go in right here, a little bit right here, and a little bit right here. Not too much because I don't want to look crazy. Like, I just don't want to look too over, like I overdid it basically. I'm gonna go over my forehead as well. I really don't put too much of nothing on my forehead because it's just like, girl, I don't even really, you know, be doing this too much with my forehead. So the next thing that I go in with is my blush. This is another concealer from LA Colors in the shade Orange. I just use this as my blush because I literally lost my blush and I don't have a liquid blush, and this kind of give off a liquid blush type of vibe. So I use this just for my blush. So I just put some right here and right here and on my nose because I just like that look. I think it's like a little bit more. I need a little bit more much. So I'm gonna try to like kind of drag this down in a way. See, you can really use a color corrector as your blush. Like, girl, I'm so happy that I like kind of got this because little did I know that this will be very useful as my blush. And then I go back to the like contouring palette and I use this right here, the lightest shade, and I go under my eyes as if it's a setting powder or pressed powder or something. I go under here real soft. I think that's the whole point of this, like, this kit is like to kind of put everything in one place. And she's looking really cute. Like, I really like how she's looking on the iPad. Like, she's not too much. After all the bases like done, like, girl, I get straight to my lips, okay? I go in with LA Colors again, y'all. Y'all can get all this makeup from the dollar store. Family Dollars, Dollar General, and even Walmart. You can get this makeup from there. I go in with their lip liner. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is in the shade Chocolate. I don't like when Family Dollar and them put this thing on there because you can't even see the makeup potential. Like, girl, why did you put that on there? Like, right here, it is such a pretty color, y'all. It took me forever to find this color because all the other colors was literally like brown, like on this part, and then it would literally be red. Like, I don't know what was going on, but yeah, they had to get that together. And I make sure I put a lot on because this is not, like I said, this is a drugstore product, so it ain't gonna give you that much pigment. So after I line around my lips, I basically go in with like a pink gloss. This is also from LA Colors because I can't find my other one. Like, the other one is so tea. Family Dollars really got a good deal with this, being $2. But I'm going in with this one. It's kind of giving Barbie pink. I really don't like this one no more. I used to love this one. This is how this one look. It kind of got that glossy type of look. I really don't like that, but it's gonna have to do for today. Then I go in with my pink e.l.f. lip oil. This is a very good, cheap, well, hold on, because it's not cheaper than a hair store, okay? You can get some good ones from the hair store for $1 or $2 for the same type of vibe. Like, let me not say it's cheap. It's not cheap. It's $8 actually. So yeah, but it is a good lip gloss, so you know. Y'all, this is so cute. Like, oh my goodness, this is the finished look. Hold on, let me take this off. This is so freaking tea. Like, you can't tell me that this is not cute. Like, this is really cute, fast, simple, and just straight to the point. Like, I love this makeup look. But yeah, y'all, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, make sure you comment down and tell me, what did you learn? What was something new that you kind of learned? I will see you guys next time.